Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let me start by saying something's got me started. Where does that take you to? Simply bed. It takes me to. And that's, I definitely got up with some get up and go this morning. What else do I have to tell you about? Well, we'll have a check into the lyrics of Something's Got Me Started. Something's got me started. I don't really know all the words. You know these songs, but you don't really know what the lyrics are. You know that I will love you. 11 o'clock on the dot. Baby, since we parted. Don't know the rest. Is that the song that says, I'll give it all up for you? I'll give it all up for you. Yes, I would. Well, there's that. Also, I am getting the feeling that Divine Masculine, you might need to get a shifty on soon. I don't know what the cards are going to say, but that feels like the feeling. It's like the Divine Feminine, she's not going to be around forever. Anyway, what else? The ladybird outside. The other day I mentioned on my video that there was a ladybug. And yesterday I noticed it was still there and I went and I tapped the window. And it moved. And I've noticed today, but what it's over, it looks like a spider's egg. I don't really know about the reproduction of ladybirds, ladybugs, whatever you want to call them. But it seemed, I wondered if it had got caught in a spider's web, but it's actually on a little ball. So it's like nesting now. Are they spiders? Is that ladybug like adopted some spiders, or is that how ladybugs reproduce? Reproduction. And yesterday, which I found interesting, now this did come through, it's 11:01. It should still be up because I don't actually tap on it. But yesterday, CoStar sent me a message at 11:23. Okay, and it says your time is now. That's all that come up. Your time is now. Interesting. And my daughter sent me a message this morning at 1:04, 0104. I left her watching The Corpse's Bride. And she's put in capital letters, the corpse's name is Emily. I've just seen that. So, anything else to tell you about? No. I can show you the ladybug though. Let me show you the ladybug because I went and took some photographs so you could see what I was talking about. Okay, so outside view. Let's just zoom in a bit. Here's the ladybug outside, just over there. Just looks like a normal ladybug there on the door frame. Wow, if you have a look the other angle, what's going on there? Something's got me started. Let's check out the lyrics. Something's got me so excited, baby. Something's come up with. Oh dear. What else did it say? Something's got me. Something's got me hat. It is, I cannot tell. Something's got me so excited, baby. Something's got me started. We're going to have a look at that. Like the lyrics. Simply read. What year was this? I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, let's read these lyrics. There's a lot coming through the lyrics at the moment, guys. Song by Simply Red. I love you. Should we clear our throats before we say that word? Hard to say. One of the cards in the Lover's Oracle is, why are the words I'm sorry, I love you, and goodbye so easy to pronounce but so hard to say? I love you, show me. Something got me started, you know that I will love you. Lately, since we parted, I truly know that I need you. I gave it all up for you. Oh no, I gave it all up for you. Okay, it doesn't say that. It says, I'd give it all up for you. I'd give it all up for you. I'd give it all up for you, and I'll give... It doesn't even say the and. I'm just adding it in. I'd give it all up for you. Oh, we're going to say it again. Okay. I'd give it all up for you. Yes, I would. I'd give it all up for you. Yes, I would. I'd give it all up for you. Yes, I would. I'd give it all up for you. Yes, I would. Totally broken-hearted, guilty of what I did to you. Lately, since we parted, I truly know that I need you. Yes, a little, because I'd give it all up for you. I'd give it all up for you. I'd give it all up for you. Okay. You get the message, don't you? It says, I really love you. Come on, I'd give it all up for you. I'd give it all up for you. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Hey, yes, I would. Something's got me started. And it ends with, I'll take it out. I'll take it out. What are you going to take out? Should we have a look at this reading and get something started here on this table? Okay, let's turn the Wi-Fi off. Why are we turning the Wi-Fi off? I normally turn the Wi-Fi off. Okay, but it was on airplane mode with the Wi-Fi still on. What's this bit of hair here it wants to keep sticking out? Something's got me started. Well, let's have a look. Let's go to the channel of love cards, because we can actually pick up some characters in here, can't we? And see what the universe is up to. Okay. "22 cards in the Major Arcana." There's more than 22 cards here, but I felt like telling you there was 22 cards in the Major Arcana. So the tarot deck consists of 78 cards. 56 of those are Minor Arcana, saying that, you know, you've got kind of control of that. They will include the court cards. So I was going to say the Mr. and Mrs. boys and girls. That's interesting, actually, because my daughter, Megan, now obviously she's in union with her Divine Masculine and have been for, I don't know, 2 years. Maybe 2.5 years, I'm not sure. And she was speaking about how the Divine Masculines, like, they just need to stop behaving like boys. It's like they're not boys, they're men. And she said, but they are all boys to start off with. And she said, and I've got the evidence here. I can see that it can happen. I mean, Jamie's 21 and he was very much a lad, a boy. And which you can find attractive to start with. And we ended up having a really, I mean, he was in the room. Not triggered at all by it, which is awesome. He's come on leaps and bounds. Like, he really did take that leap of faith, and still is every day, taking a leap of faith in the divine as life throws its challenges at us. And she was just like, they just need to grow up. It's like, they're not boys. That's what she went to me. But they're not boys, Mum, they're men. I said, I know, darling, I know. And so she was actually getting more frustrated with the collective of masculines. I do feel like these two, like, I remember about a year ago them saying, we just feel like we're just waiting for the collective to wake up, just to, like, to get going. I mean, obviously, throughout the journey, every day, they learn more about each other. They learn how to, should we say, tolerate each other's differences. That's a big one. Because when you come to divine counterparts, our tolerance levels are so different. So I know that I tolerate things that, you know, my divine masculine maybe wouldn't tolerate, and vice versa. He tolerates things that I know that I would struggle to tolerate. So it's very much about actually your tolerance with each other's toleration levels. It's quite beautiful, really. I believe, to witness someone that would tolerate something that you wouldn't, and I believe you've got to look at it like that. We're very kind-hearted, loving individuals as divine beings. Okay, that was just a load of rambling, wasn't it? I don't believe that was rambling, but whatever I was rambling on about, I don't know, sounded all right. Hopefully it made some sense. So tolerating each other's, like, different opinions, perspective, different ways of doing things, and we have to understand, why do we do things differently? Well, it's going to be to our programming, isn't it? How we've been raised, the beliefs that we hold within. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, are the boys back in town? As I turn over Puppy Love. Boys are back in town. Right, there's divine intervention anyway. We have Mrs. Mystic. Now, she's not really going to be hanging around with a boy. She wants a Mr. Mystic. Okay. Peter Andre. Whoa, 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 mysterious girl, I wanna get close to you. Not really my cup of tea. Not back in the day when he actually, like, check out the video to that. Oh, seriously, that's like, boy. You want a man, not a boy showing off his pecs and, I don't know. Listen, they all go through that stage. Well, we have divine intervention here. You're not 16 anymore, divine masculine. Jeez. PC. PC. What, you feel like the police are on your back? Interesting. Why would I say that? PC. The law's on your back, but it's divine because you have divine intervention. PC was taking me to, like, well, you'd expect a very mature individual to be a police officer, wouldn't you? Or a police constable. It's the first bit of that. Constable. Yeah. You're not one of those, are you? You might have been in the past. I believe that you're, like, a stable constable now. It gets funny. I'm so sorry. Come on, find the humour. Okay? We've all acted like, you know... Oh dear. I was speaking to Emily about that word the other day. See you next Tuesday. It's 11:11. She's like, see you next Tuesday. And Megan's like, yeah, that's what you say when you want to use, like, the worst word ever. The worst swear word. Oh dear. Constable. Well, maybe you're a lot more stable now. Or, you know. Oh, making me chuckle today. Okay, divine. Calm down. There's laws to follow, okay? Then we have, okay, we've got 2 more character cards here. Mr. Loverman. Puppy love. Yeah, you need to be not a lover boy. A lover man. You're making me hot. Perfect. Perfect. That would be perfect. Have a man and not a boy. And when we was having this discussion... we was talking, and I was talking with Jamie, and I said, the thing is, it's just all about embracing love. And, you know, that's what he was running away from. He was scared to be loved, to let someone close. And in return, he found it hard to actually give that love that he so desired to give to Megan. And it's about the giving and receiving. He's like, it's such an acceptance of the intensity of this love and then living in it, in the now. So... I want to say the return is... What is the return? Being taken over with my words today. The return is... he's able to give the love that he so desires. And also he receives it back from my daughter. Reciprocity. An act of redundancy. A love that's returned in full. And then you can just settle into that. Mr. Entrepreneur. So we've definitely... Well, it's looking like we're needing to grow up, divine masculine. Because we've got some mature cards here. Mr. Lover Man, Mr. Entrepreneur. We have Mrs. Mystic. Then we have Puppy Love. But the perfect here. So Mrs. Mystic. It's like you're so mesmerised with the divine feminine. So she makes you feel like a little boy. But, come on, you need to get a grip of, like, your emotional stability. I picked this up the other day in study time when I was reading How to Raise Your Own Salary. And it says the man that's kind of like putty. And that is just a perfect definition of what you're like, divine masculine, when you don't have control of your emotions and you just don't know how to handle them at all. You need to get a grip on them. Otherwise it feels like you become extremely mouldable. And you're driven by your emotions, but in a negative way. So we have divine intervention here. You're not a puppy, like a lovesick puppy. Okay. Mr. Loverman, perfect. Mr. Entrepreneur. So I feel like I keep holding these cards up. Mrs. Mystic, puppy love. And then we have the divine says, come on, you're not 16 anymore. The land of make-believe. Gone to a bit of a Bucks Fizz now. Okay. Whoa, we've changed the cards around. We've got divine intervention with Mrs. Mystic and puppy love. So I want to say the same rules, the same law applies to you, Divine Feminine. Mr. Lover Man, perfect. Mr. Entrepreneur. 19, we can kind of... Oh, that's interesting. I want to say it takes really a good 3 years to be able to go through, like, a spiritual awakening. Like, yeah, that's a good time limit to kind of get really clued up. You might not realise when you actually step into it, but when you have a think about where was you 3 years ago, Mr. Lover Man, because I do feel that's the counterpart to the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. Takes you 3 years to really embrace this love. Perfect. For you to actually feel whole and complete within. Just because we're going from you're not 16 anymore, you're 19. But well, that will be about the age that Jamie actually, what's taking me into the song? No, 19. That's the age that was the average age of the soldiers when they went to war. I don't ask me which war that was. I don't really follow the wars. I follow love. I try to. Where does it leave you? Where does it leave you following love? I don't know. In the dark sometimes. In the dark night of the soul. But hey, perfect, because that's where you actually go through your spiritual transformation. Is when love really knocks you for six. Knocks you for sex or knocks you for six. Well, we have Mr. Entrepreneur, so we're kind of... I was going to say, are we, like, grown up now? Entrepreneur. Entree. Looks a bit like Andre. No, we're not talking about Peter Andre. Okay. Could be entrepreneur. Bottom of the deck. I can see the word centre if I put a C there. So it's like enter, pre-nure. Pre-nuptials are coming up now. Right, what's the bottom of the deck? And this is encouragement. So we've got 2 counterparts here on the table. Perfect. I say that, but he's actually a knight. He's not a king. Oh, sorry, wrong one. He's actually a knight, not a king. It's the knight, KMP. The Knight of Pentacles. If you're the Knight, Divine Masculine, I believe you're coming out of that dark night of the soul now. Mrs. Encouragement, she's already there, Queen of Pentacles. So the Divine Feminine's energy has been encouraging you for quite a while to be able to step into your true value. Okay. And then we have the counterparts of Mrs. Mystic and Mr. Loverman. Shabba. What I wanted to use today was the Enchanted Map. Now, I don't ever have my cards in reverse, but the reverse meaning is extremely beneficial to read. So, when I use these cards now in future, I was looking at the image and thinking, I believe I'm meant to like read both meanings. So we're going to pull one of these cards and we'll have a look at 2 sides. 2 sides of a coin. Got a bit windy out there now. Oh, that's nice, coming together. Let's read this. We have a stalk. Is it a stalk? I call it a stalk on a love heart. This love heart has a crown in it. Then it has 2 adjoining. Well, 2 adjoining, we can say that. Love hearts that are hanging. Look, they're having a little kiss here. The giraffes. You've got to reach up high. High expectations of yourself. Why do I want to say high expectations of each other? That is the motivating force. So that's kind of the motive behind this, is love. Love, sex. I want to say it's very much about you both reaching your full potential, and that was kind of like the catalyst for each of you. however long that took to realise. There's a coming together. Love needs to be shared. Okay, so when it's in its upright position, love needs to be expressed. Drawing the coming together. Drawing the come together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression: romantic, familial, unconditional, spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, and or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnerships. Let's look at the reverse meaning. So if you're not in agreement that the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression wants to be felt, then I'm going to say take note of the reverse meaning. When the come together card appears reversed, it is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you, or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well, to the point that now you are also depleted. Know this: true love will not be denied you. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas, the fight, the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. True love will always find its reflection in another. Okay, so Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine will find the reflection of true love that she's seeking. It will not be denied her. It will not be denied her. Oh, we're going to the well-being cards. Okay. We've clammed up a bit. I just saw a birdie in here in a cage. Okay, but this is the card we've got. I envision more and act less. As you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. So you have been desiring this like a lovesick puppy, Divine Masculine. So, and you've been finding the images in your mind that are pleasing. Okay, well, this will more often than not achieve, well, we don't even use that, or not. You will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire, which is your Divine Feminine. So you are in vibrational alignment with your Divine Feminine. But from that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. So it feels like you are, the time is now, well, it could have been yesterday, at 11:23 maybe. Oh, it's 11:24. So we're 24 hours like and 1 minute later, and it was like the time is now. So inspired action, there is action that's needed on your part, Divine Masculine, is very satisfying and extremely productive. The secret of creating anything desired is get happy. Because I was just about to say, there should be nothing that can actually stop you. It's like the urge will just be too much. It's more about your emotional state that's affecting you. You're blocking yourself with boyish behaviour, boyish thoughts, fear. It's fear. Okay. Do I want to read this card about getting happy, getting your happy on? I felt very happy this morning. The secret of creating anything desired. Get happy. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with source and well-being. Well, I believe your divine feminine makes you feel extremely happy. I'm H-A-P-P-Y, I'm H-A-P-P-Y, I know I am, I'm sure I am. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. From your place of being happy, you have access to all that you desire. But it's like, are you happy? Let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle. At the bottom of the, by the barcode, the bottom of the deck, I can see ISBN, but it took me to IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. It's like, oh, you get all queasy, you get all nervous, you feel sick. Okay, well, you need to bring some balance in, don't you? It suggested that, the come together in reverse. If that scares you about coming together, let's have a look at some guidance. Where there is love, there is life. You want to feel alive again? Do you feel as if she's too alive? Because the Mrs. Mystic here, it feels like she's very electrifying. It scares you. Love does not know about yesterday and today. It is always new. Well, the time's now then. Early Christmas present? Very nice. Oh, look. There's two of them here. Where are you going? Lapland. Come and sit on my lap. Who do you think you are? Santa Claus? It's like, behave. Hello, little girl. No, it's like, no. Off to Lapland. Oh, here it is. Why are phrases goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you so easy to pronounce and yet so hard to say? I don't know. Because there's emotion and a love attached to it, that's why. Maybe that's what the question is. Why are they so easy to pronounce and yet so hard to say? Pure love is like the perfume of the rose given to all. The sun does not care upon whom it shines. The quality of true love, of pure love, knows no distinction as wife or husband, son or daughter, father or mother. Just who is that one person that you find it hard to say goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you? Who is that person you find it hard to say that to? Okay, let's get an energy card. I don't know why I gave her. Because it's a sad situation. It sounds like a sad situation that you can't tell the one that you love that you do. You don't ever want to say goodbye to them. You find it extremely hard to say you're sorry, which meaning that you know that you've upset this person. Okay, these do not want to shuffle. Daughter value. And the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So we have the heart chakra here opening up. Daughter value, guys. I'll tell you what was coming through, because there's been some new films on Netflix. Adam's Family Values. They have a lovely relationship, Morticia and Gomez. Is it Adams? Anyway, 31. They keep the passion going, flowing. New beginnings in career, in finance or career. Okay. This card shows a door with a gold coin on it. Oh, it does. I feel like I've got the wrong card. Okay. We're going to read both of these. So this is in the upright position. This card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins and jewels fly towards you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working towards for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. The reverse meaning. This card reverse signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Don't be disheartened, however. This card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interests and your efforts and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Okay, so there's this Divine Feminine, be on the lookout because you're in a very good vibrational alignment. Divine Masculine, be careful of this reversed meaning here. Okay. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so are time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find real value there. So if you're a bit of a money chaser, Divine Masculine, it's all about the image that you're upholding. Okay, you need to have a think about that. Love, romance, true love, true connection, divine connection. That's very appealing. Okay. Affirmation. My life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. You really want to feel like the richest man alive? It has nothing to do with money at all. So we have the heart here, 38. Archangel Raphael. Love, compassion and self-acceptance. Okay, upright. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart centre. This card, upright, indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others, and know that as you do, the light from your heart centre will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Again, Divine Feminine, this is where you're at. The divine will send you people to match your vibration. Okay, the reverse meaning. This card reversed indicates some blocks in the flow of your heart centre energy. Perhaps it's an old sense of abandonment or the grief of a broken heart lingering from a long past event. Whether it's recent or not, this blocked energy stops you from caring for yourself and attracting love from others, and it can create an undercurrent of unhappiness that permeates your life. It's time to heal the old. Okay, it's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. It's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. How did that song end? Something about taking it out. Something's got me started. And at the end, it was just, I think it started with I love you. And it ended with I'll take it out. It's 11:33. Okay, it's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. Don't bypass the pain and pretend it doesn't exist. Instead, ventilate it in your journal and release it with an intention to be clear, happy and self-loving. Meditate on the increasing light in your heart centre and call on Raphael to help bring healing and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. It's a big one, Divine Masculine. Meditate on the increasing light in your heart center and call on Raphael to help bring healing and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. The healing will take place and happiness will return. The affirmation, my heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy and joyful state. The energy of love flows. Throws. What are you throwing? I don't know what you're throwing about. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. You're really quite frustrated with yourself. It's like a bit of a tantrum going on. That boyish temper tantrum. What's your temper? Divine Masculine. You're very frustrated with yourself. It's because you've been denying all the emotions that are wanting to be felt. I'm going to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. Something's got me started. Soulmate. Let's give these a shuffle. You're nervous. Passion and wisdom. Gratitude. I like this card. This card used to annoy my daughter when she wasn't like as spiritually awoke as what she is now. So it kind of would get an eye roll from her, this card. I'll read it to you, but let's have a look at passion and wisdom. I want to say the passion and the wisdom of the Divine Feminine is very overwhelming, very overwhelming. And it's hard to accept and to settle into. It's a completely different vibration to yours, Divine Masculine, which is extremely nervous. And people are going to sense that you're lacking like stability. So the passion. Princess of Amber, I quietly sizzle and shine. The legend. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. Okay, so that will come in with the annoyance of my daughter. She wouldn't have an issue with that now. Well, she openly states what that card states to others. So it's kind of like we're over that hurdle about who she believes her mum to be. So when the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty, and she refuses. The people hold a free election and to the surprise of the aristocracy, I can't say that fucking word, aristocracy, vote for the princess as their new leader. So the inspiration, you are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. And that really just kind of states what I done. I mean, I built my tribe here, built my channel. I just kept going, regardless of what was going on in the background. And at a point, there was not one person in support of me, of what I was doing. And I still continued. I still kind of knew what it was that I was needing to do here, to be that example. And really, it's because of the respect and the love that I receive from all you guys that my daughters are really at that point where, okay, they can slip back a bit and still consider whether I'm crazy. But they know. They mention the community a lot. They say, Mum, you have a really loving community. So respect. It kind of does come from following your passion. And I do love doing this. So when the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election. I've got to say this word again. And to the surprise of the aristocracy, Vote for the princess as their new leader. The inspiration behind this, anyway. You are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. The personal inquiry. Are my daily actions supported by my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? Key ideas: following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, a strong feminine energy, and a happy outcome. There's no going back. Okay. Keywords: passion, bravery, and royalty. Okay, let's have a look at the meditation here. Oh, we're speaking really fast. Meditation. Ask yourself the following questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? How do I serve others? How can I serve myself? And what represents love in my life? Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. And what does she reveal to you? Okay, well, we're going to wisdom now. Which is, that was the sacral chakra. Okay. It's that sexual energy that gives you that drive. Wisdom. Sage. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Interesting, because I know what's on the bottom of the Rider-Waite. I would call that the stupidity card. It's like he's a bit of a Wally. It's like, where's Wally? Can't find him anywhere. Well, you can if you look closely. Okay, he's just in disguise. We must learn from our mistakes. Oh, okay, I've really jumped. I do apologise. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. The legend. One day a young sagebrush asks his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom. So how do we man up? How do we become these gentlemen? We grew up from being boys. Boys to men. Yeah, about making love, isn't it? It's not about sex. It's about like making love now. Not many people have truly made love. We must learn from our mistakes, the elder answers. Let's start from the beginning. One day a young sagebrush asks his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom. The elder answers, we must learn from our mistakes. Before you worry about something, ask yourself if it will be important in the future. Enjoy your present form, as we all change with time. Inspiration. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced in yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. I apologised about jumping ahead. Personal inquiry. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Key ideas, wise counsel, focused energy, honouring yourself. Contribution, being chosen, contentment, transformation. Being chosen. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Key ideas, wise counsel, focused energy, honouring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment and transformation. The keywords: maturity, tranquility and support. The meditation: imagine yourself at a huge campfire. The great servant approaches and his energy radiates toward you. He speaks to you not with words, but with energy. Allow the wisdom of the message to reach you. When you have received the message, the great servant will depart. When you are ready, come back to your reality. What was his message? Okay, let's read this gratitude card. It did make me chuckle, seriously. Here we go. Gratitude. Let's have a drink so I don't giggle. I don't do my children tarot readings. But back in the day, I would try it and they would allow me to. And this one actually came up for Megan. It's 11:44. Calling all light workers. Okay, it's Lucy from Indigo. So that just made me chuckle that it just had my name in there. I am so glad you are in my life. Okay, the legend. Lucy's best friend writes a letter to Lucy's unborn child. She does this so that one day the child will understand how extraordinary her mother is. Lucy is a friend from Indigo, someone who always supports and never judges, always sees the good side, whatever the circumstances, and uplifts all those around her. In the letter, her gratitude for Lucy shines through. The inspiration. Gratitude raises our vibration to a higher level. If you are unhappy in any relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. Personal inquiry. Who is the person I admire most? Why? How can I live at that level? The key ideas: friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self or others. And the key words: appreciation, recognition, and esteem. Okay, here's the meditation. For the next 10 days, spend a few minutes each day making a gratitude list. Do not look at the previous day's list when you begin each day. At the end of 10 days, read all the lists. Notice what keeps coming up. Are you on that list? Am I on your list? I'll put Lucy on my list. I'm appreciative for who I am and what I stand for. Okay. Are we actually going to play with any tarot cards today? Or shall we just give it kind of a miss? We can give it a miss. That's cool with me. Okay. Should we have a look at a Heal Yourself card then? And I feel we're going to end on a glorious fairy oracle. Sexual arts and beauty. Family and tribe. This comes in perfectly. Okay. Well, what we've been discussing, well, what I've been discussing, especially when it comes to like my own family and tribe. Family and tribe, card number 20. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often working with your energy centers, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence and help you manifest your desires into physical reality. Okay, let's have a look at the action steps. Recognize beliefs that you have adopted from others. Play some tribal music. Imagine that other people's limiting beliefs are like chains that stop you from moving forward. Stamp your feet and focus on recognizing each belief, pattern, or past experience, and then imagine letting them go. You can even visualize throwing all the chains into a purple flame which dissolves them. Then give yourself permission to move forward and put all of your energy on a daily basis into how you would love to live your life. Amen to that. Okay, it's taken me though to quickly get a Angels of Light oracle card. I mentioned about that purple flame. Purple rain, purple rain. Creativity. The angels suggest that you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angel to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with the divine. Use your power with wisdom and joy. The affirmation: I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. Your creative powers is your passion. It's that sexual creative energy that lies within all of us. Okay. Let's finish with, I'm not taking notes, sorry. Let's finish with an oracle of the fairies. Then I believe my laundry might be done. Perfect timing. Okay, magical, magnificent fairies. Can you leave us with a message? We've got a few jumpers, haven't we? Protect your dreams. And I believe this is for you, Divine Feminine. You protect your dreams, okay? Good things are coming your way. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Allow your dreams to have strong foundations before revealing them to the world at large. While they're growing and still tender, it's important to cherish and protect them. It would be wise not to reveal your dreams to anyone unless you fully trust them to hold your dreams dear and to keep them as safe as you do. And you're under no obligation to reveal your deepest wishes and dreams even to those closest to you until the time is right. We all have the right to protect our heartfelt dreams and wishes. Do so with positivity, trust and love. You can ask the fairies to add an extra layer of protection to your dreams by saying, Fairies, this is my dream. It is dear to me. Please help to protect it till it comes to be. As your dream grows, nurtured by the protection it has received from you and the fairies. As your dream grows, nurtured by the protection it has received from you and the fairies, it will gain power and momentum. This will serve you well for when your dream is released into the world. Nurture your dream so that it may come to be in this earthly realm for the highest good of all. Follow any guidance during this time from physical signs or your intuition if it seems wise. You alone will know when the time is right to release your dream. I had a dream, a song to sing. We're getting one more. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Oh, we're in the full moon energy, aren't we, guys? Okay. Let's see what this full moon's doing. This card says the answer you seek is in the stars. It was written in the stars. You have to have faith. This can literally mean looking up into the night sky and stargazing. Stargazing is like a form of divination. Allow your gaze to drift around the sky and see what flows into your mind. Fairies can be very active when the stars begin to appear and shine upon their surroundings. So I'm picking up on this star energy. I picked it up on the Page of Pentacles, having that star on his pocket. So we have been picking up on this, keep mentioning the star. This also applies to you, except the stars are illuminating your current situation so that a solution can be more easily seen. Stargazing can bring about a deep sense of peace and can also help you to put things into perspective. Look how tiny the stars appear to be, yet this is only an illusion. Conversely, perhaps something in your life appears to be bigger than it is in reality. Do you have an interest in astronomy? If not, this card may be saying that it's time to explore this area. The insight you seek may also be found in astrology. This may be in a daily horoscope, or it could be the perfect time to have your birth chart created by a professional so you can see the energy currents at play in your life. This doesn't mean you have to change your life, but be aware of certain astrological patterns that can be helpful as you move forward. So very much, star signs is quite interesting because I'm due to do the individual star signs over on Storytime with Tarot. So they might be able to help you when I kind of cut it down into the different signs, the stories. It's like chopping at the story. Okay, Rumi. I haven't got to get off. I want to get off. It's because it's only been 56 minutes, 17 seconds. You like your 4 hours worth? Like routine. Washing machine's finished. Just also having a look into your birth chart. You just become really quite inquisitive regarding all forms of divination. I caught Megan the other day. There's like a local village magazine that comes through the door, and she's like, "Do you want to hear your horoscopes?" And I kind of look at her and go, "Right." She said, "They don't tell you much, Mum." I'm like, "They're just horoscopes." I said, "They're in the papers. They're everywhere. People, you know, like to have a check of their horoscopes." But I don't ever feel like there's really any seriousness behind it. You just do it as it's kind of like, it seems fun. Oh, let's have a look at what horoscopes want to say. Yes. I can't remember what she said for me. Let's have a look at what Rumi wants to say for us, though. Okay. The all-encompassing hand. Card number 20. We've already seen that number. Somewhere. Oh, I think it's a tribal number. Yeah. The all-encompassing hand. Okay, this card used to come up quite a lot. It comes after Sacred Union, guys. I'm going to read this message all the way through today. Okay. And then I'm getting off. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. Something's got me started. Okay. With every breath I feel, my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant, and in your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter, and if you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Rumi. It looks like that birthing yesterday. I picked up, it looked like a baby in the womb. Looks like there's two there. It looks like there's twins. I'm just picking up like two heads here. Okay, I don't need to hold this up. Although it starts here, I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. The sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand holding and held, one being, loving and loved, though we may appear to be less ecstatic angels to be two. The love that gives us this handfast, beloved, is so powerful we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands will be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart, with no other to bear witness to your life experience. You may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be, and to open up to the touch of grace. So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. The divine hand will reach for you in your meditations, your sleep and your prayers. It will reach for you through life circumstances, through the smile or hug you receive from another, or the touch of another human being. It will reach you through the song of a bird, the falling of leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak what you are feeling deep within, that you are feeling deep inside, or the colourful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye and makes you smile. This divine hand is reaching for you now through this oracle. Yes, says the great beloved, I am reaching for you. Yes, I know you. You are my own. I would never abandon you. Perhaps you have turned from me unknowingly, forgotten how much I love you because the world is in a forgetful daze too, and ignores the caress of the breeze, the joyful acknowledgement of every sunrise, and the reverence made radiant in every sunset. Life is the touch bestowed by my hand. Shall you receive me? Let me love you. Let me restore your soul and remind you there is nothing to fear now. Come, lay down your weapons and your fear for this moment. Quit using that mouth to cry for war or to cry in despair. Bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips. Behind your head, so gently, lies my all-encompassing hand. Know the peace of my love. So deeply can it register with you now that you shall never again forget it. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. You are asked to pray using the sacred honouring ritual and to do so with conviction. The divine has this situation in hand and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by saying, I ask for help this day in all ways through unconditional love. Thank you. You can be more specific in your request, asking for help in a particular relationship or project too if you wish. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however, so ask. Empower that all-powerful hand of grace to bless your life and all circumstances, relationships and situations that have been or are yet to be for you. Okay, so we will end on this sacred honouring ritual. Place one hand resting upon the other with palms joined together. Say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the one divine hand, all-encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured and received. I am touched by the divine with compassionate mercy and loving tenderness. I call on the hand of grace to touch, heal, bless and protect all aspects of myself and my life journey. Through divine grace, so be it. Simply rest with your hands in the same posture for several moments, then finish your ritual. If you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer to the divine and offer up any issue or concern you have. Give it a voice. It doesn't matter how small or major the issue may seem. Talk it over with the great beloved, a wonderful and responsive listener. When you are finished, place your hands in prayer, bow your head, and simply say thank you. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. And I have completed this Friday's fantastic reading. Okay, have yourself a fantastic day, fantastic 4. So, tap into your superpower. Okay, you're Superman, not Superboy. Okay, and I will catch up with you guys soon. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 27 seconds. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.